Oh, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Beginner's Box for Pathfinder 2nd Edition here on the D&D CR Exposed YouTube channel. What are we doing? Well, you know what we're doing. The whole OGL kerfuffle has spirited us away to the Pathfinder realms. And, I'm actually kind of enjoying the crunchier nature of Pathfinder. And as I'm sure some of my friends here who are joining me along for this venture, maybe they're enjoying it too. I know it's a change of pace and some interesting classes. So, we're having some fun here. And finally, after repeated sicknesses and on me, not on anyone else, and, just bad timing, we're finally back with our second session of the Beginner's Box after doing our character creation and getting into the Otari Fishery for a little bit. And now, luckily, we have Mike here to join us with his champion. And we're going to jump right into it. So I'm Andrew. I will be the GM for tonight. We also are brought here with my buddy Eric, who is playing Saravish, our summoner. Mike playing Blank, the champion. Scott playing Schmebulok, the wizard. And Sean playing Krunk, the druid. So from there, we'll already get into it. So if you haven't seen last session's gaming, a little bit of backstory, the group got together. That's always fun, herding cats. And we were able to get the majority of the group into the Otari Fishery because of some repeated issues and complaints by the owner and proprietor of the fishery. Now that we also have our final member for the party here, Blank, Blank will be joining us momentarily as, the same day that the rest of the group had gotten together and started to venture down into the basement of the fishery, Blank has just finished his rounds. What would you say Blank does for the day there, Mike? What was he doing now? Because his background was being a sheriff, so we could probably assume he was a sheriff of Otari at one point or another, and now, higher calling has brought him forward into the realms of being a champion. So what is Blank's day like? If you wouldn't mind explaining it a little bit.
Mostly patrolling the outskirts of the city, village really. Mostly avoids the inner parts of the city, or again, not city, village of Otari. And, yeah.
All right, well, as you were patrolling the outskirts of Otari here, you happen to notice someone you're familiar with, walking with a group of strange individuals. You happen to see the wizard Schmebulok, following the outskirt trails. As you can see in the background here of the map, there is a trail up near, looks like a watchtower or whatnot. And he ventures out by himself or with one other person, an orc that you're not too familiar with, and then ventures back into town with a third person, what is the race again, Eric, for Saravish? I forget.
Oh, lizard folk.
Yeah, so thank you, the lizard folk. So he comes back with a lizard folk, and you take note of that, and you kind of watch their destination and where they're going, and eventually, you kind of lose track of them as they are heading back into town. And as the day progresses, it's getting later into the evening, and your shift is pretty much at an end when you're either going back to, I guess, I don't know, a temple or back to your home. Where do you think you would be going after your shift ends?
Probably a tavern to unwind.
Okay. Well, as you are making your way back, you know that the fishery itself is actually kind of a fun place to hang out at night after business is concluded with the boats coming in and out. Let me grab her name real quick. I do not remember. Tamily. There we go. Tamily, the owner and operator of the fishery here. It's not necessarily a gambling or a casino, but it's more just a place for people to come play games, card games, dice games, and just kind of have a fun time. It's just a place to gather and to de-stress from the day. Nothing too serious, but this is generally somewhere you would probably end up spending some time, maybe, just to either maybe do a little bit of gambling or just to have fun and carouse and chat with people. It's unlike the typical ruckus, how a place like a bar or a tavern could actually get kind of rowdy and crazy, but you find your way probably heading over to Tamley's tonight, just on a whim.
All right.
So, You make your way into Tamley Tandervale's fishery inside, and you notice a whole group of individuals. Let's see here. Let me get a picture up for you, just so you can see what you're looking at. And let's see here. Show that to the players. So this is Tamley herself.
Not seeing it.
Oh,
there we go.
all right, cool.
Sorry, it just took a second.
Yeah. Tamley herself is, I believe, a halfling with fiery red hair, and she is rushing about, table to table, being a good hostess and, talking with people. And at this particular point in time, you see her as she happens to be coming from a back doorway and, is kind of a little concerned, but then, catches everyone's eye and starts moving about table to table, making sure people are eating, maybe getting some orders or whatnot, and it is just being a good and fun hostess at this point. Everything else, you look around, people are, enjoying themselves. It's a very leisurely, very calm place, and it is loud because there's plenty of people making noise and rolling dice or playing cards, and there might be a quick accusation of cheating, but to that effect, really, there's not much else going on at that point in time. What would you like to do?
I'll order a drink.
Do you want to catch a waiter, or maybe get Tamley herself? Who you prefer?
You know what? Fates are guiding me to Tamley. I'll go talk to her.
All right. So you walk over to Tamley, and it doesn't take her long to catch your attention, and she looks up at you like, oh, Blank! Oh, it's so great to see you. Did you get my message?
No, I didn't. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you were here because of my message. I'm looking for people to help me out. I actually, a group of people just happened to go down in there. Maybe you know one of them? A little gnome wizard by the name of Schmebulok? They came here to help out with my rat problem.
And he was accompanied by the orc and the lizard folk?
Yeah, how'd you know?
I actually passed them a little while ago.
Oh, well, yes, it looks like Schmebulok is in good hands. I think they might have heard a little something going on down there. Well, in any event, I'm sure you're not really here. I don't know. I was hoping maybe you're here for that, but you're here for anything else?
I did come for a drink, but something's come up.
Oh, do you need to leave?
Yeah. Do you have directions to where they went?
Well, yeah, actually, they went down into the basement to help out with this giant, this rat problem I've been having. Maybe you can give them a hand. If you figure out what's going on with these darn rats and breaking into all my fish stock down there, I'm sure 10 gold and a drink on the house is definitely up for grabs.
A drink sounds nice. I'll be right down there, Tamley.
All right, excellent.
Head out.
And she walks you to the back of the fishery and opens up the door down into the basement. She's like, just be careful. It's not well lit down there. And, the rats get kind of big, so hopefully, it's nothing too terrible.
Is there a torch on the sconce nearby or anything?
Well, as she opens the door, you can see a bit of torchlight glowing down there. So it's not too terribly unlit, but it is still kind of dark.
All right. I'm going to unstrap my shield from my back and strap it to my arm and then draw my dagger and head down.
All right. We shall proceed over to the map. All right, so let's see here. What do we got?
You said there was torchlight.
There is a little bit of torchlight here. Let me just double check everything. Okay, yeah, so if you click on your token, Mike, you can see a little bit out ahead of you, right?
No.
You can't see all the way out here?
Oh, yeah, I see ahead of me, but I don't see anything in here.
Yeah, so there's a little bit... let's see here. Yeah, so you have a little bit of a view. You're on a bit of a walk there. Here we go. let me put that out to the side here. And yeah, you can kind of see a little bit of light. Nothing too terribly great. How about now? Anything better? How's that look? You should be able to see a little bit better now.
Sorry about that. I didn't have my mic down. I can see now.
Okay. So the basement itself is a little well lit here. And I will read the same thing that I read for the rest of the group here. The stairs leading into the basement of the Otari Fishery creaks with age as you make your way downstairs to find the beast that has been eating up all the fish. In the center of the room, between stone pillars holding up the fishery overhead, are barrels filled with salted fish. 2 of these barrels have been smashed open, spilling their contents on the floor. In the east wall is a large hole opening into darkness. Just a few hours ago, you gathered with a few other adventurers, well, not really, you're following the adventurers, and spoke with Tamily, where she offered you a little bit of money and a drink if you could put an end to this menace. She was thrilled when you agreed to help her and with the simple task, but as you make your way downstairs, you can't help but wonder if this might be a little bit more of an adventure than you bargained for. So, go ahead and move your token about. You are currently on stairs, and there is a bit of a balcony ahead of you, so you will only be able to move one direction at the moment. But go ahead and manipulate your character, like using your keyboard or something to move forward a bit.
That's one movement action there.
Okay. Go ahead. You can keep milling about for a little bit until you get down to the floor. So as you get down to the floor now. Yeah, as you get down to the floor here, you can see that there are a few dead corpses of from giant rats that had been slain already, and you can also see, over on the sides here, the barrels that were part of the description, and you can smell just the wafting of fish juices and like decaying fish as it is. What would you like to do now that you're down here?
Looks like there's been signs of recent combat.
Yes.
Now I have Crunk in my vision. Would I see him up ahead?
Probably
like how lit,
barely.
I was gonna say, how lit is it?
Well,
Quite lit. I have the light spell on me.
Yeah,
okay.
The light spell is definitely glowing out pretty hard from where they're at.
So even so, I would see like the light up ahead. So I would advance at least cautiously until I was able to discern who it was.
Okay, so go ahead and move a little bit. All right,
So let's say like right there.
I'm going to stop you right about here. Okay, and let's see here. Where to go? There we go. As you advance towards the hole in the wall here, and you see what looks to be your group of friends, or at least Shmebulok possibly with the orc that you recognize from before, a strange chittering comes from just south of you. Suddenly, a massive rat the size of a dog emerges from the darkness, and it rushes towards you to attack with its huge teeth snapping. Mike, for you and Blank, we need to go into combat.
Rodents of unusual size? I don't believe in them.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and roll for initiative here. Now, initiative is going to be your perception bonus.
Yeah.
All right. Starting off strong. Let's see here. Modifier circumstances. Everything should be good. Oh, looks like the giant rat beat you.
Oh, man. How
So-
did that happen? Well, actually, they get a +5 anyway, so.
Yeah. This giant rat comes skittering from the darkness here. And let me see what's going on here, because technically the only light source we have going on, and I'm going to kill these other little extra light sources, is, let me see.
Yeah, there's like a torch up here, and then Eric's light spell.
Yeah. So currently you're standing in darkness, and that is going to be a little troublesome for you because you don't have any dark vision or low light, right?
Nope.
Okay, so my giant rat should have low light vision, so they can see in partial light, which is basically what they're in at the moment. So you are in what would be considered, low light here, and if I didn't have low light vision, I would have, I would put the concealed marker on you, which means it's a little bit harder to hit, and you have to face a flat check to hit anything that's partially concealed. So my giant rat is going to charge up with its first action and come rushing at you in the darkness here. So let me see here. Might not be able to see it that well, but it's right in front of you as it comes snapping into place. So let's see here. I'm going to give... put concealed on both of us since we're in the shadows, but not total darkness. Okay. And then for actions 2 and 3, my giant rat is going to attack you. All right, so let's see here. Here comes strike number 1. All right, I'm ignoring the flat check because I have low light vision here, but just because it's a little... Actually, let me take that off of you so I don't have to worry about that. Attack number 1 is going to be a 15 to hit, which misses you by 3 points, so no damage on the first attack. Second attack is at a -4 penalty, but goes in for another attack at you. That's a base 18, total of, let's see here, 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
Yeah, it looks like it hit you by +3, so it's not a critical hit, but still does a little bit of damage. Let's go ahead and roll dice for 2 points of agile finesse jaw bitey, and this giant rat just comes in and snaps you on snaps at you at the thighs or on the shins here and bites you a couple times. All right, taking a couple points of damage.
Since I had my shield ready, can I shield block that?
Oh yes, you can. Yes, you can use your reaction to shield block.
All right, so I will do that then.
Okay, so you raise your shield, you would take damage from a physical attack. You snap your shield. Okay, so 2 points of damage. What is the DR on your shield, your damage reduction?
Well, the hardness is 5, and the damage reduction is...
That's probably what I want, the hardness.
Yeah.
Okay, let me double check your character real quick, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing with the shield right now.
So basically the shield blocked all the damage.
Yes, I believe.
Because it blocks an amount up to the hardness, and then after that, both I and the shield take damage equal to
what's left over. Okay,
yeah.
So yes, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click the block, which means the damage was blocked. Okay. You take no damage as you go to bite, or as the giant rat comes to bite you, and luckily you hear it coming, and you move your shield in the way to block the damage. Thank you, Flameloud. Yes, he is confirming that for me. Hair Doctor, hello, and Candy Holic, hello as well. All right, so that is the end of the giant rat's turn. Mike, or Blank, you can go now. Let's get that updated real quick.
All right, let's see here.
Now the giant rat...
So I'm going to shove the giant rat towards that opening where the light is.
Ooh, very good. That's a good idea.
So I'm going to have to do an athletics check.
I believe so. And if you hover over the mouse and press T, you can target it. Okay.
All
18.
right.
Okay, so let's see here. You have at least one hand free. So you have to have a hand free to shove, unfortunately.
I'll drop the shield then.
All right, so you drop your shield. And then the target can't be more than one size larger from you. You push the creature away with an attempt of an athletics check against the target's fortitude DC. So let's see here. What is the target's fortitude?
It was the flat check was 5, so...
Yeah, the flat check was to see if you could hit anything in the prone, but this is an athletics check, so I'm double checking the...
Oh, derp.
Where would I find the...
It's against the...
Fortitude.
Creature's fortitude, yeah.
All right, so it's fortitude. It's a +6. I'm missing that one there. I'm not quite sure if I'm getting this right. Your target's
Is it
fortitude.
+8 or +10 in Pathfinder?
Yeah, as a +6 from fortitude.
All right, so
I meant as the base though. Is it 10 or 8?
I believe it's 10, and then we add the fortitude, I guess, right? It's a +6, so then it's probably a 16.
All right.
So you definitely do it. Well, let's see here. Did you roll already or not?
Not yet.
Okay.
That was just the flat check DC for the roll there.
Oh, all right.
Wait, no, that was for my shove, wasn't it?
Okay, so what it looks like from the way I interpret the way it's read, you roll the rat's fortitude save, and
Against.
that's the DC for the shove attack.
Oh, okay.
Oh, this could be bad.
Well, let's see what happens. Oh, it's a 14.
Okay.
All right.
Maybe not so bad. We got a chance.
No, it means you succeeded because you got.
We had no chance. I fall prone.
Oh, no.
I'm gonna have to spend my other action to get back up.
All right, hold on. Let's see
Or I
what
could
Flame
attack
Loud's
my
saying
ground.
here. Shove is still an attack, so if the rat is concealed, it still requires the flat check, which you got the flat check, which is fine, with an 18. And then, what are you trying to figure out? Shove is the fort DC. No flat-footed doesn't affect it.
Critical failure. You lose your balance, fall, and land prone.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, it was right. We were right the first time. It's 10 plus the rat's fortitude modifier, so it was a base 16. Okay.
Well, it's still a failure.
Yeah, the result would still be the same then. But yeah, that's good to know for future.
Yes. Okay. So, yeah, apparently you critical failure. Yeah, you lose your balance and fall prone, unfortunately. So, I will do this real quick, and you are now prone. Just drag and drop.
on the job, and I'm gonna die to a rat.
Oh, no. Well, that is...
I almost did.
Hang on, I still have one more action, right?
No, you have 2 more actions. You have 3 actions in total.
Oh, right. I forgot. Shield block was a reaction.
You can use your movement to stand up.
Yeah, I'll do that. Half the movement.
Otherwise you
Or
get like a
like-
-2 to attack, and he gets bonuses to hit.
And I'll just attack the rat at this point. Shoving is not going to work.
It actually just standing is an action, so it's literally just stand up as an action.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go ahead and get rid of the prone. Oh, there we go. Okay, so you're no longer prone as you use your action to stand up.
Yeah, and I'll have to just attack blindly.
Well, it's a flat check because he's partially concealed in this low light, so you only have to beat a DC 5 on attacking, so it'll auto attack or it'll auto roll that for you. So go ahead and make the attack roll at your normal strike because you haven't. Well, no. Does
Why is it
the
not?
shove count as an attack?
The shove counts as an attack.
Yes, it's an attack. So map -5. You would click that since you're doing a second attack.
Why am I... Okay. Jeez. I'm seeing map -4.
Oh, then yeah, it's -4 because I forgot the dagger is agile, so your multiple attack penalty is a little lower. Okay, so... Oh, no. So you got the flat check to hit the rat, but you critically missed the rat because it's in the darkness. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything for critical misses on attacks. You just straight up miss, unfortunately.
Oh, I should have just lit a damn torch.
Well, you do have the free hand, unfortunately, so you don't have the benefits of your shield at the moment.
Nope. So my current AC is 16.
Yeah,
for
Flame.
the drop of the shield.
Flame's asking if you didn't take the Adventurers Pack or Starter Set for torches inside.
Oh, I did.
Okay. All right, so that is the end of round 1. We go to round 2 as the giant rat goes in to attack again. All right, goes in for 3 big old attacks since it's right here. Let's see if I can do this here. Let's see, jaws. Okay, yep. Attack number 1 is going to be a total of 17, which misses by 1, it looks like?
No, it would hit. Because of the drop of the shield. Oh, shit, you know what? I forgot to...
No, it looks like you don't have your shield equipped anyway, so your AC is normally 18.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's as an action during combat, you actually have to do the raise your shield action to bring the shield up. It's kind of weird. So 18 is your base AC, and then when your shield is up, it's actually going to be a 20.
Oh, okay.
All right, so the first attack misses, and you hear it just kind of bounce off of like some of your armor. It just like grabs and chews, but there's nothing really going on there. Yeah, definitely Flame Loud. Not using the crit cards. I've seen how bad those things can go. All right, attack number 2 is coming in, and that's going to be a base... Oh, I just did the wrong one here. Hold up. I attacked with Mike or with Blank instead of the rat. Oh, it's still +3. All right, we'll take the 12, and that's going to miss. So the 12 definitely misses by 6 and goes in for one more attack at -1 penalty. And still cannot hit, but critically misses on that third attack. All right, so the rat is still trying to gnaw away at you, pulling as it like latches onto maybe your pant cuff and is just ripping and shredding away at it. All right, Mike, Blank is up.
All right, so I think at this point I'm just going to light a torch.
Okay. So I believe it costs an action to get into your bag to pull something out.
Yep, and then another action to ready the torch and light it.
Okay, so that'll help because it'll put the rat out of concealment. So in your inventory, go ahead and click one of your torches. Off to the right, you're going to see a little box.
Yep, just waiting for my character sheet to open.
Okay.
There we go.
All right. And then in your actions, at the very top, you're going to see a box that says torches lit. Click that. That'll be your second action.
Wait, which one?
In the actions tab.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Yep. If you click that.
Hang on, it's not showing me a thing for lighting it. Oh, wait. There it is.
There you go.
Sorry, at the top.
I would consider... Well, I guess that's a good question there, Flame Loud. Flame Loud saying it would take 3 actions in total to do this because if it's stored in your backpack, I guess it's more involved.
Okay. No, that's fine.
All right. Well, you have the torch out, and now you can see the grisliness of this rat in front of you. Yeah, he's saying always be considerate about what your character is carrying and what they have stored, and then you can attack. All right. So unfortunately, that was your turn, drawing out the torch to pull out an attack. All right. Top of round 3, the giant rat is going in for a couple more attacks against you. Bite number 1 is going to be a critical hit with +9. So what happens is this is actually 9 over your AC, but because it's a critical hit, it turns the success into a critical success, and we're rolling critical damage. As that's going to be 4 points of damage to you.
Yeah, at least you rolled a 1 on your crit. You rocked my ass when I was done.
we go. The rat hasn't been hit yet. I think yeah, okay.
The rat has not been hit.
Yeah. Okay, attack number 2, as the rat goes in and just finally gets through your pant legs there and really bites down hard. Attack bite number 2 is going to be a miss of -6, and then attack number 3 is going to be another miss, as the rat is just tearing and gnawing away at you. Yes.
That was a critical miss. So he's prone, right?
No, unfortunately, attacks don't have any kind of major effect for a critical miss. Unfortunately.
I know.
All right.
Just shove.
Okay, for Blank, it's your turn.
All right, we'll get to this combat eventually. So I'm going to just attack regularly.
Okay.
Regular punches.
Ooh, big old dagger strike, and that's going to be a hit by with a +1 over the AC, just enough to hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Ooh, nice. 6 points of damage to the rat. And the rat is very wounded as it squeaks hard from your plunge of the dagger. And then second action?
Hang on, let me read up on something real quick.
Sure. All the floating people's icons. It's so funny.
D8 damage? That's crazy.
Yes, it's a champion ability because he's using his deity's favored weapon of a dagger. It increases the weapon's damage die by 1, so it goes from a D6 to a D8. Ooh. Yeah,
I'm just going to go for a second attack, actually.
Super handy.
Constable Stabby.
Exactly.
Oh, that's a critical miss.
Yeah,
That's just a miss, okay.
Yeah. Just a regular miss, nothing big there. What do you want to do for your third action? You have other things, like you could potentially demoralize it.
Yeah, let's finish off with demoralize. I was hoping to finish him off in general, but...
All right. Go ahead and give this rat a big old demoralizing shout. Okay, so go ahead and roll an intimidation check.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no.
20.
Against the target's will DC. Let's see here. What's the will? It's a 13 for the will, and unfortunately, you do not demoralize the rat.
The rat's too dumb to know he's stupid. Ha ha ha. Oh.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't understand your language, you get a -4 circumstance penalty to the roll.
Was that factored into DC?
I don't know.
Because it's not showing the DC for me.
Yeah, I see it on my screen. The will DC was a 13 to demoralize the rat.
So it would have been an additional, basically, +4.
Let me see something real quick
Yeah,
here.
because it did not apply the -4 to me for the circumstance bonus.
Oh, I see.
Or penalty, I should say.
All right, let me see something real quick here. Apparently... Yeah, oh, that's weird. No, the D6 is right, but for some reason it looked like it rolled a D8 for your dagger. Oh, I think I see what's going on here. All right, I'm gonna put your dagger back down to D4 because it took it's already thinking about the champion's ability to increase the damage die. So I automatically put the dagger from D4 to D6, but then the game took the D6 and bumped it up to D8.
Oh, okay.
All right. That was my fault. Didn't realize the game was already ahead of me. And yeah, so languages. Let's see here. No languages. So the rat would have a -4 circumstance penalty. You would have a -4, but not a big deal anyways. All right. So in any event, that's your 3 actions.
Yep.
And the rat is actually gonna fuck off because you hit it and it's bloodied and it's gonna try and run away. But unfortunately, you don't have any kind of a reaction attack. No one has opportunity attacks unless they are specified. So,
It's bloodied. Look at my boot.
yeah, so this rat goes rushing off and goes and hides somewhere. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna see about maybe a stealth check. Does it have? Let's see here. Notes, skills. There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna roll that. Oh yeah, yeah. This rat just disappears from like a potential passive perception, and we are ending the combat as this rat squeaks off into the distance, cursing you in its rat language.
I can't understand it.
Okay, and Flameloud's also suggesting that demoralizing is best at the start of your turn. That way, the stats are lowered during your turn and still ends at the rat's turn. So you can get the benefits of demoralizing and then attacking.
All right.
All right, so because you fended off this rat, go ahead and add 80 XP into your character sheet right now. And as Blank takes care of that, we will transition over to Krunk, Servish, and Shmebulok. You hear, coming from behind you, a loud ruckus and a bunch of like groans of pain and a squeak, a bunch of squeaks back from the way you came. What do you guys do?
We not killed them all? And I will go back and take a look.
Yes, Krunk, as you walk back towards the hole in the wall to the fishery basement, you see a human in leather gear standing in the middle, kind of tending to some of his wounds a little bit and trying to take care for himself.
Oh, hi there.
Hi. My name's
me-
Blank.
Oh, me Krunk. You come kill rats?
Or whatever's eating the food down here.
Oh,
Looking
cool.
around all at the smashed up barrels.
Yeah, rest of people this way.
Is there a gnome with you? Oh, okay. And I'm gonna clean or wipe off and stow my dagger, and then pick up my shield, like swap hands for the torch, and then pick up my shield, and then I'll advance.
Okay. Keeping the torch lit?
Yep.
Okay, so go ahead and advance. As you walk in, you can see that the lizard folk character, he has some kind of part of his staff or something is lit up and is illuminating the area. So if you'd like to stow your torch, put it out and keep it for later, you can definitely do that.
Yeah,
And
I'll do that then.
yeah. All right, so
Oh, me fine people.
Mike, for Blank, as Blank squeezes through the hole, you find yourself in a cavern that seems to stretch endlessly beneath the streets of Otari. Who knows what menace could be lurking down here? Up ahead, the passageway ends in a cliff that plunges sharply into the darkness. All right. So, gentlemen, what do you do?
How far down does it look? I kick a rock over the side. How far?
Well, that's a good question. Let me see something real quick here. I gotta double check your proficiencies, I believe it is. Curious. Give me either a
Vector?
survival or nature check, whichever you think would be more appropriate for this area.
Okay, so I do that, and then I do. Man, I don't know why I'm struggling with this.
Go into your proficiencies.
There we go. I was trying to roll it from the sidebar of my character, so I apologize for that.
14. Okay, so, yeah, you look over the side here, and with Servish's help and having the light cantrip up, you can see that the edge of the wall here, this cavern, and where the mushrooms are down here, it's not that far of a drop. It's about 10 feet or so. And there are a series of stalactites and stalagmites all over the area here. So you can either, jump down it, take a little bit of fall damage, or you could try and, climb down, or if you have other ways, your group can figure out how to get down a little safer. It's up to you.
Since I'm a little person, I'm gonna let the big people go down, and hopefully they'll catch me when I jump.
I'll remove the rope from my pack, and I'll look for a stalagmite that looks secure enough to attach the rope to, because I don't have any pitons.
Okay. Yeah, there are several stalagmites on this section of the ledge here that you could easily tie the rope around, and you give it a good tug, and it's nice and secure. So anyone that wants to use the rope to climb down, you can definitely do that with ease. So let's see here. Let me put something up real quick. And yeah, anyone taking the rope down can make a skill check for me with this. So in the, I don't know why Schmebulok said that. I have him clicked apparently. If you click on the dice roll, it should roll your... Oh, look at that. Someone did a critical success. And who was the 11? Okay, so Blank was the 11. Schmebulok, you had the 22. All right, so Blank, as you are just tying off the rope, Schmebulok, you just jump on that rope and quickly climb your way down without any issue. You get all the way down the 10 feet onto the floor, and you are safely on the ground. So we'll put you on the ground now. Let's see here. So for Blank, you start climbing down, and here's the odd thing about Pathfinder. Apparently, if you don't have... This is how I'm imagining it, because there's been a lot of talk about this, especially when Pack Tactics did a video on the whole swimming across a river from the example in the core rulebook. Apparently, if you don't have a swim speed or a climb speed, I'm guessing the intention is you can only move 5 feet at a time with a climb check or a swim check or whatnot. So...
Even descending?
Yeah, even descending apparently. So with a success, you only move 5 feet down.
And I'm going to let go for the other 5 feet.
If you let go, you take half that in fall damage. So you'll take 2 points of fall damage for dropping 5 feet.
Oh my god. Can I block it with my shield? What if I raise my shield as I fall to the earth? The planet can't hurt me.
Are we Zelda shield surfing now?
Yeah, right? Totally shield surfing. Unfortunately, no. But if you want to give me another skill check there for Blank, another athletics check.
Yeah, I'll do another skill check.
Okay, go ahead and give me one more skill check. Thankfully, because of the rope, it's really easy to get down. And you make it down the 10 feet, no problem, after a couple ways. The next one up was Crunk. Crunk, you rolled a 16, and you were right behind Blank as he got down. So I'm going to need another skill check for you since you go 5 feet. Okay, an 18 will also get you with 2 successful skill checks down to the bottom. And then Saravish, you and your Eidolon.
I will tell Koth to go away.
Okay. So he disappears?
Yep. I will go to the ledge where the rope is.
Okay.
And you said it's just 10 feet down?
Yes. You'll need to make a climb check with the button that I linked before.
So first I'm going to resummon Koth down at the bottom.
Okay. There he goes. Pops in.
At the bottom of the rope. And then I'll try to... then I'll take the rope down.
Okay.
No, don't take the rope down. We need to get back up.
He just dismantles it. Oh, a failure. Okay, so let's see what happens here with a failure.
And this is exactly why I put Koth underneath me, so he can catch my ass.
Okay, so because you failed, you don't fall, but you don't make any progress either. There's something about this that is just kind of creeping you out, and you're like, I don't know. What, can you give us a little explanation of like why you're hesitating at the moment?
Wait, don't lizard folk have a climb speed?
Only depending on the
Oh, the heritage and whatnot.
yeah,
Yeah,
depending on the heritage I choose. I do not have that one, nor do I have the swim speed one.
yes. Thank you, Flame Loud. You gave me the. They don't make any progress.
Yeah, my hands still have a bit of blood on them from the last encounter. So when I go to grab the rope, I don't realize it, and then I can start to feel my grip slipping.
Oh, there you go. All right, go ahead and give me another check.
I was going to say, every time you turn around to go over the cliff, your tail hooks the rope and moves it out of the way.
Right. How did you get outside? We're just going to fucking repeat this, all right. Same goddamn roll.
Okay. Another one. You still haven't moved. Oh no.
Cerevish doing his best cat and yarn impersonation.
Yeah.
It's getting all tangled up in the rope.
Alright, fine. We'll do this again. Swear to God, if I roll another... Oh, thank you.
There you go. Your first success, and you make it 5 feet down the rope after 2 quick, like, I don't know.
Now remember, at this point, he can just let go.
Yeah.
I step onto Koth's back.
All right. And we'll...
Why put him underneath me? I don't have to worry about the second check.
There we go. I'll allow that. I like it. Sounds good. And you guys make your way down. Now, the question is, Blank, are you leaving your rope attached to the stalagmite?
Yes.
Okay. So we have
Because
a
I have no
rope.
way to undo the knot that's 10 feet up.
Well, in theory, you could potentially like whip it a bunch of times and get the loop up and off the stalagmite, but you know, who knows if you need to make your way back.
Or cut the rope and just take the 40 feet.
Right.
But I think I'm going to leave the rope intact.
Okay. So let me double check some stuff here. And okay. Yeah.
It really
so
wouldn't be 40 feet, it'd be more like 39, 38 feet because of the tying off.
yes.
Yeah, but you wouldn't need to go all the way to the ground.
But what about the really, really tiny guys?
Okay, so now that you are all on the ground here, you see, a collection of mushrooms and fungi growing off to the east here, next to Blank, and the tunnel goes further to the north. What do you all do?
Can I do like a nature check on the mushrooms? Are they of any interest or just decorative?
Go ahead and give me a nature check. Oh, a critical success.
I am the mushroom mancer.
They look very poisonous, considering, they're down here in the cave. Not necessarily sure how trustworthy they would be as a food source. They could also be very, what's the word I'm looking for? Reactive in a positive way or a negative way, depending on, your stance on drug use. So that's up to you to grab and take if you want a sample or not, and see if there's any hallucinatory effects to these mushrooms, or if they're edible or poisonous.
Yeah, I like to grab some.
All right, go ahead and make a note that you have some cave mushrooms in your pack.
Could I do a medicine check?
Yeah, if you'd like.
All right. First adventure, and we're already drug dealers.
All right,
Oh, well, no 20.
Yeah.
Again, the tease.
What was the idea with the medicine check? What were you attempting to do? If you were looking for like a medicinal use for these?
Yeah. Or like any dangers that they would pose.
And you're trained in medicine, right?
Yep.
From the looks of things, their flared nature, you don't believe they have any beneficial uses as in like a food source. They could potentially be used maybe for hallucinogens or poisonings, but beyond that, without having any kind of like a field guide with you, you're erring on the side of caution here that they're probably definitely not edible as a way to keep yourself fed, if anything.
All right.
All right. What do y'all
Moving
do?
I'm gonna kind of move up here a little bit and take a look around.
Okay.
Oh, I don't like that.
You guys go ahead and take like one action's worth of movement and place yourselves somewhere. As I get the next section here. Kaizen-sen, thank you for joining. Yes, huzzah! Welcome to the Pathfinder Beginner Box second session here. We finally climbed down the side of a cliff, 10 foot, as our players here are advancing into quite an interesting little feature. All right. The tunnel continues deeper underground, eventually opening into a large chamber. Patches of glowing blue fungus cling to the ceilings and provide dim light. You can just barely make out vast strands of webbing across the floor and walls of this cavern, stretching between stalactites like shimmering curtains. So, what would you like to do?
Well, I will move a little bit farther into the room so people can pass me, and I'm going to, I don't like webs. I'm going to look for what's living in them.
All right, give me a perception check then.
Crunk, what do your orcish eyes see? Everything, shit.
Oh man!
Yeah, right.
All right, so that's a critical success, I'd say. Let me check one thing real quick, just to double check.
I can see through time.
Oh man. Okay, so Crunk, as you're all right, hold on, I got to deal with the cat real quick. It's just trying to get in front of my screens. Crunk.
Cat aggro.
Before I get into what you see, everyone else move up to wherever you'd like to be.
Mike. Spiders.
And Schmebulok.
Fremer sense.
I'm done. Bye.
Inside joke, people. Unfortunate with back D&D 3.5 edition inside joke years ago. Oof. All right.
Cloakwood Forest.
I'm going to move Schmebulok up a bit. I think Scott is MIA at the moment. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay. So, Crunk, as you move into this room, and this is probably your pun not necessarily intended, spider senses of being a druid and being in the outdoors so much, you clearly spot in the back, high up on the ceiling, a giant spider hiding and waiting in the webs to strike anyone that might, step onto the webs or somehow interact with them. Now, the webs aren't completely littering the area, and you could potentially move and duck around the webs if you wanted to. Otherwise, you're pretty sure that any kind of interaction with the webs would stir this spider that's just menacingly sitting on top of the ceiling, way up high.
As he's saying this, my character is already setting the web on fire.
I will point out the big spider to everybody in sort of a loud, piercing whisper. Oh, big spider.
Oh, I need to do something real quick here. Where was it? Oh, everyone add 10 XP for overcoming the challenge of the cliff, please. So you should all be at 90 XP now.
So any vertical movement is experienced by the foot?
Any kind of a challenge, yeah.
Just run back over. Just start going up and down the cliff over and over again.
It is strength training. I mean, you would get experience from that.
All right, so lighting the webs on fire. I thought I read something about that. I don't remember precisely where it might be.
Generally a bad idea, because now the spider is on fire and coming after you.
Yeah, all right, so there's really no clear indication that I remember seeing about the web, so you could, in theory, burn the webs and burn yourself a path through the webs. And because it's fire, you know, give me a nature check, everyone.
Just close the character sheet. Nature?
Yeah.
Spiders have 8 legs.
Okay, so between the three of you, except for Blank, everyone's pretty well sure that any kind of fire destroying the webs will definitely be a little adverse for the spider, and the spider more than likely will avoid you guys if you're clearing out the webs for fire.
So what do you guys think?
Before I'll kind of put my hand on his arm to stop him for a second, just out of curiosity, how many rat corpses are in the webs? This thing may actually be helping.
Yeah, it ain't drinking beer and eating fish. Or is it?
No,
Go,
drunk ass spider.
It could attack the people who come in here.
go ahead and give me a perception check. Anyone that is looking for rat corpses or the like. Okay, that's a big old nope from Crunk.
Nope, I'm just spider. That's all, just spider.
Yeah, just fixated on that
Spider
spider.
it is.
Okay, we got Seravish with a 15, Blank with a 13, and Schmebulok, do you want to toss the roll in?
Still getting used to where things are on the character sheet. I
Yeah.
roll terribly.
Okay. Seravish and Blank, you both see cocoons, like reasonably sized things that look like they might be giant rat sizes.
Or
sized
gnomes.
Yeah, or gnomes, yeah. So, you know, you're seeing what looks like, I guess you would think like crushed in, like when someone is webbed up, it's kind of a full cocoon, and then, you know, in theory, as the spider devours the contents within, it starts to shrink and kind of implode in on itself. You see a series of these. They're rather small looking, and there's a few of them dotted along, you know, the walls of, you know, over here on the sides. Up against the walls, you see scatterings of these here and there, wherever the spider was able to grab its victim quick, tie it all up, and get it into the webbing to devour. It looks like in the back, as you kind of, you know, scan the room, you do see some more cocoons that seem a little more full towards the back here. And as you do look, you see that there's what seemingly are two potential paths here. You've got a left path and a right path, possibly.
Guys, unfortunately, it looks like we're not gonna see or get past that spider easily.
Well, you could potentially either burn a hole through the spider's webs, or you could use acrobatics to kind of duck and dodge through it like a, you know, like a laser trap room trying to steal something from a vault or a museum. So there is that. You could, dance around these spider webs if you wanted to try and not trigger the spider.
Anyone practice the 5 Ds of dodgeball?
As
Dodge,
a
dip,
question,
dive, and dodge.
does it offhand look like this side would be easier to get through doing that than this side?
From the looks of things, nothing looks any easier than one way or the other. It looks like the spider has done a very good job of making it as difficult as possible for anything to get through undetected.
All right. Well, I'm going to unequip my shield and equip the torch instead,
Okay.
and light the torch
All right.
and begin burning my way through the webbing.
All right. You start burning your way through the webbing. And as you do so, the spider begins to rustle and move a bit, and then sees as you're burning up the webbings, it just glares at you. Oh man, do we have insight? Is insight a skill? I can't remember.
Just close the character sheet again.
It is not.
No, it is not.
Society, maybe? Yeah.
Give me a nature check.
See.
Since this is a beast, give me a nature check to see if you can. Yeah, you're watching it.
Spiders have 8 legs.
So yeah, you start burning a hole through. And which way do you want to go? To the right or the left?
The left. It looks like the easiest to clear path that doesn't get us so close to Mr. Personality over there.
Okay. So you do, in fact, burn away over through the left here. And as you do so, the spider begins to move away from you. And it does this kind of like, not necessarily chittering, but it's got this like angry movement to it as it wants to strike and go at you. But because of the fire and you're burning away the webs, it basically avoids you at all costs. So you guys can move through to the left tunnel as you'd like. And actually, as you're walking through, you can see off to the right now that this right side does in fact end right about here. So you guys can go ahead and move yourselves up past the spider webs, and we will continue on. Okay.
Yeah, Saravish, if you want to go up ahead of me, I'll hang back just in case El Spider changes his mind.
I was thinking the same thing because I can make a hit a little better than you can.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works. Then I'll move.
Just stay within 15 feet of me.
Okay. So, because you have successfully navigated this next encounter with the spider, you guys can all give yourselves 40 XP.
Damn it, I keep closing the character sheet.
One thing you can do to save yourselves some time from closing the character sheet is at the very top, that black bar, if you double click that, it should shrink it down into, it should collapse it basically so you can see the screen.
Hey.
And then double click again and it'll open it back up so you don't have to keep opening and closing it from the side panel there.
Oh, it's like magic.
Yeah, double click your
That's
character.
a godsend. Otherwise, I'd just have 2 giant character sheets, and I'd never see the map.
All right, so now that you have successfully dealt with the web-infested cave, the passageway here leading deeper underneath the streets of Otari appears to be mostly natural, but someone or something has worked to open the cavern and level out the floor, making the passage easily traveled. A crude barricade made from old wooden planks and part of a barrel blocks the entrance to a side tunnel, while this main passage continues off into the gloom. So as you continue further here, you'll see that there's a barrel and a bunch of wood, kind of acting like a barricade to the right here. That seems to be a side tunnel. So you guys can go ahead and move up into this section here if you'd like.
Damn it! Damn it! We're dancing. We're dancing.
So how do we construction?
So you want to investigate this barrel, kind of like barrel barricade thing that's going on?
The barrelcade? Yeah.
All right, let me see something here. Why don't you all, anyone that wants to investigate this barrelcade here, go ahead and give me a perception check, please.
Yeah, I'll look for like any fresh human prints, because I mean, no animal built that.
Okay, I got 11, 10,
Whoa.
7.
It's a barrel.
It's a barrel.
Yeah. And let's see here. Waiting for one more. Yes. It
Also
is
a barrel.
Okay, so,
As we can identify obvious objects.
Crunk, you were looking for footprints or you were looking for tracks or something?
Oh, I found lots of footprints. There's big ones and small ones. They're all ours.
You actually do see tracks leading from further down this tunnel here, off to the west a bit, but they don't look humanoid. At least they don't look like humans, like the tracks you and Blank would leave. They're actually much smaller. They're somewhat fresh as well. For the rest of you, you just basically see this barricade here with nothing really behind it, so it's kind of confusing as to why you might have, why this might be blocked up. Would you like to investigate the barricade further, or are you done with it?
There's a bunch of rat-riding pygmies down here raiding the ale house.
We can always check this on the way back, but if we can't get through there, then rats probably aren't getting through there either.
But it could be someone like a smuggler's path or something. Maybe
Right, barrel
someone
away.
blocking off one of their the rats' entry points.
I got it. It's
I will
one of
point
those
out-
Dark Souls shortcuts, so we'll end up coming back through there on the way back.
Oh wait, no. So I roll into the barrels then. It's cleared.
So what do you want to do? Do you want to try and destroy the barrels to investigate further, or do you want to try and dismantle it?
Yeah, I'm interested in dismantling it. At least that way, if we dismantle it rather than destroying it, we can possibly put it back together.
So how would you like to try and dismantle this then? Do you have anything on hand to try and quietly dismantle it, or, easily take care of this?
Do the thieves' tools have a crowbar?
Be quiet about it. I can just smash the damn thing.
It doesn't say.
Nope, it does not.
What's that?
So let's just assume
I
yes.
was wondering if the thieves' tools had a crowbar or something in them.
If
It
you'd like
seems
to
like
use,
something that an old-timey thief would use, but
if you'd like to try your shot with thieves' tools, go ahead and roll. If you have thieves' tools on hand. Otherwise, if you have other kind of crafting tools, masonry
click on
tools
it?
or something that could potentially work as well.
All right, so I have to unpack it. I'm gonna stow the torch.
Okay.
held one hand. Is there a way to like?
Clicking in the. Whoa! Slow down. You keep clicking
Whoa,
messages.
what? I'm not clicking
Oh,
it.
that was me.
In the chat window, there should be. Can you guys? Oh wait, maybe that's coming up as a private thing. Let me see something.
I see.
Oh, I see.
I
I
see
see it.
there. Yeah. This is straight up thievery thing.
Yeah. Okay, so between Schmebulok and Blank, Schmebulok's working here with the thieves' tools, trying to get in there, and then doesn't really able to get the right things, but you get into there with your tools, and you're able to actually break open the what was locking the barrel in place, and you're able to quietly and easily move the barrels out of the way here. Let me see something real quick. And you open up the passageway.
Oh. Ooh, looks like it opens into a chamber.
Yes. A chamber, and as the barrels moved out of the way, you do see some kind of a chamber in the back with a blue, eerie, glowish light in the back.
Shall we investigate?
Rum in the deep.
Let me see something real quick here. Where was that? Looking for something.
Oh.
Did you guys hear something?
I heard something, yeah.
Yeah, there was like a little bit of noise for quietly removing the barricade, the barrelcade there. Oh yeah, there it goes. It's disassembling the barricade. Okay, so with the barrelcade moved out of the way, who's going first? Give me a marching order.
Someone who can see, and then I'll go next.
Good at me. Me big meat shield.
Ooh, sorry.
All right, go ahead and give me another movement check as you get into this side chamber here.
25-ish. Oh.
Okay. Go ahead and place yourselves in this room here, wherever you'd like. Everyone seems to like the same spots. It's kind of funny. Cerevish, you good there, or do you want to move into the room? Okay. So, let me give you a bit of the description going on here. Beyond the barricade, an old cavern corridor winds down into the earth, ending in an ancient burial vault lit by a strange torch with a blue flame. Alcoves line the walls, each one containing a rotten wooden coffin, while the center of the room has a raised platform holding a stone sarcophagus. And let's see here. I gotta double check something real quick. Yeah, so you have a bunch of coffins and a stone sarcophagus here. What would you like to do?
Start cracking them open. Might be ancient things in here.
I could come up to this one and see if there's any sort of inscription or writing on it.
Let me
Yeah,
see
yeah,
something
any sort of-
real quick.
And I'll check for religious significance as well.
I'm looking for a special sound file, which I can't seem to find at the moment.
Are you gonna rickroll us?
Maybe? Oh, there it is. Okay.
Do 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 do.
There we go. All right, so the idea is to crack open the sarcophagus and the coffins.
Let me check for religious significance first. Like,
Yeah,
I
this
like
looks
to do
like
a-
this was a sealed crypt for
Yeah.
maybe.
I was gonna see if there's any sort of writing or inscription on this one here.
Yeah, lore check. Engage.
Okay.
Would
so-
I know anything being a student of the area of this?
Oddly enough, it doesn't seem that there's any kind of iconography or any kind of indications of a god or who this might be left to. Sadly enough, it seems to be some kind of a forgotten crypt.
So, completely devoid of markings.
Yeah, nothing seems to be standing out, at least on the outsides of the sarcophaguses and the coffins.
So we should open them.
It's up to you.
I'd like to open the one that I'm next to.
Hang on.
Yes.
There's a corpse here, Andy,
Yeah.
on the ground. Is that visible to us as well?
Oh yeah, but there's also a coffin top. If you
Yep.
look,
Is there any like indication that he was like an undead at one point?
that one's tricky to say. Give me
I mean, if not, then no.
give me a religion check.
I mean, I do have undead lore as well, which is just the straight +3, if that's good too. But a religion is, yeah, better.
Yeah, I think religion will be the way to go here. You do look over this one particular skeleton, and you investigate the coffin lid that's right next to it as well that you stepped over coming into this room, and you kind of look around this area, and it's strange because besides this broken wall here, you're not quite sure how anyone may have gotten in here to begin with. It looks like there may have been a sealed door at one point or another. But as you do look over this skeleton, it looks like though at one point there may have been a necromancer's markings on it that would have indicated that, this skeleton may have once been animated.
All right, and I will disseminate that information to the party and let them decide as they will. Still want to crack open
Alright.
the gold one?
I'm going to go over this big one here, and I'm going to use a read aura on it, Bloop, which is a cantrip.
Okay.
So I just want to see if there's anything magical going on with the big main chest.
Okay. Let's see what Madame Ruby sees. Let's see here. I gotta check a couple things real fast. You actually do get a little bit of magic, but the irony is that the magic is not coming from the sarcophagus. It's actually coming from the torch that's glowing this blue flame that is over top of the sarcophagus here. So this torch itself that's over top the sarcophagus is glowing blue flame, and it's giving off a magical aura from your read aura here.
Look, we've all seen the movies. Don't put out the torch.
Ooh, lit the black flame candle.
Okay. As long as the torch is okay, we can open chests. Is that what you're telling me?
You asking me or the group?
I'm asking the group. I'm pontificating here.
Well, while you're checking out the torch, I'm gonna knock on the lid. Hey! You not dead?
Okay. So as you knock on the lid, I'm gonna need you all to roll initiative, please.
Was me.
Knock, knock.
So that is under.
Initiative.
Yeah, on the side there. Oh, go ahead and put yourselves into combat. Or roll initiative. That should work either way. Okay, let me see. What am I doing here?
Nice.
Oh god, yeah. There it is.
Woo!
Got that out of the way at least.
I'm oblivious to whatever's going on.
Okay.
Nah, Scott, you're just our anchor, that's all.
So, as Crunk knocks on the coffin lid, all of the coffins begin to slide and move open. And as the lids are dropped and clattered to the ground, several skeletons and a zombie begin to climb out of the coffins. And you are basically surrounded by 5 undead. Now, the bonus here is that because you were so quiet coming into this crypt, all of the undead are currently prone at the moment. All right, let's get into combat here and roll initiative for my undead.
I don't like question marks.
Kind of makes you wonder.
Oh, they're all coming up as question marks?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
It's
'cause
great.
I haven't
that
that
way.
Yeah, you're rolling private.
Andrew privately rolled some dice.
Oh, cool.
That's okay, though. I mean, because really, until we encounter them in combat, we shouldn't really know their initiative order anyways.
Yes. So, up first is going to be Saravish with Blank on deck, and then all of the undead, then Crunk and Schmebulok. All right, Saravish, you're up, and you have a bunch of prone undead climbing out of their coffins to attack.
I think you misheard me. I said give me all of the undead.
All right, Saravish, what are you doing?
That's what I'm checking on here. What? Arthur's going to use all 3 actions.
Oh, okay.
He's just going to come on down here.
Okay, so Koth is going after the zombie shambler. Luckily, everything is in the blue flame light, so there's nothing to worry about concealment. So all this is a open roll attack.
Let's see, yeah, so 1 action is to move up, and an action to use his primary strike.
Yeah, get it. There we go. That's going to be a... Ooh, because of flat-footed, because they're prone, the AC dropped, and you hit with a +5 result. Go ahead and roll damage. Nice. And that's going to be 10 points of damage to the zombie shambler.
And then he's gonna roll that up with a secondary attack.
Okay. Oh, critical hit! That came through on for me, and you got it by +10, so go ahead and roll critical damage. Very nice. 12 points of damage to the zombie shambler. And before the zombie could even get up, it is instantly defeated, and you just hear a as the zombie is defeated.
Oh.
Anything else for Saravish? That is your 3 actions, so we can move on. Unless there's any free actions you want to do.
Nope, that is my everything.
All right, Blank, you're up with the skeleton guards next. What do you do with this horde of undead in front of you?
So we got 2 shamblers down below. Or, well, 1 now.
You have a skeleton guard here, south of you, and you have 3 up north of you. Crunk is right next to 1.
Alright. So I will use a move action to position myself right there.
Okay.
Shit, I still do not have my shield readied. So I'm going to have to spend an action to ready that.
All right, so yep, go ahead and raise your shield. So you should have the action in your actions tab.
Oh, Why did I do that?
Okay, so
All right. Oh, wait. I had forgotten to put it back on after equipping the Thief's Tools.
yes, you did say something about equipping it, right?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and have that equipped, and then in your actions tab, let's see
Raise
here.
the shield.
There you go. Now your AC's 20. Perfect. Okay.
All right, and I will attack the with my last action.
Cool. Go for it. Make sure you hover and then hit your T button to target the skeleton.
Yep.
All right. There we go. Got it. And let's see here. Oh, very nice. We got a 19. That is 5 over the AC, and you roll normal damage as you jig it with your dagger of Sarenrae. All right. 3 points of piercing damage to the skeleton guard.
Skeleton Guard takes no damage because, well, the damage resistance.
Oh, yes. Resistant to piercing damage.
Yeah, I mean, I should have actually used my lay on hands to damage him, but I'm gonna hold on to that and just play defensively for now, I guess.
Okay. That is your, that's all 3 of your actions, so we move on and go to Skeleton Guard number 1, who is right in front of Blank. So, Skeleton Guard stands up for its first action, removing the flat-footedness, and obviously they would also be flat-footed if they haven't acted yet on the first round of combat, just as a reminder. And then goes in for a couple attacks. So let me see what my Skeleton Guard can do here. Alright, so it looks like it's just a couple quick swipes with its scimitar as it draws the scimitar out and goes in for 1 attack against you. So let's see here. 1 strike. That's not working for me. Okay. That's going to be, a 19 to hit with +5. You want to use your shield.
Well,
Actually, yeah, let me see what the damage is coming in first.
back to private rolls, I can't see the attack against me.
Okay, well, it's hitting you. Let's see here. I'll move that to a thing. So it hits you with a 25, which is not a crit, but it's still a success to hit you. And it's dealing you 6 points of damage.
I will take the 6 points of damage.
All right, full damage. Oh, I did that wrong. Why did the Skeleton Guard take 1
Because
point?
you clicked it for yourself. You're controlling the Skeleton Guard.
Yeah, I see what happened there. Okay.
I'll click the button.
Yep. +1. There we go. Okay. And that is the end of that Skeleton Guard's turn. Up next is the Skeleton Guard down over here, and is going to just... first action is going to be to stand up from prone. I keep clicking the wrong one. So it stands up, and then it's going to draw its sword as another action and move to in front of... Oh, it's trying to collide with the wall? That's weird. And it moves up to Saravish. So that's all of its actions. Up next is the next Skeleton Guard over here. This one is also going to stand up from flat-footed and being prone, draws its weapon, and then clambers down. Come on. There we go. Clambers down and goes after Shmebulok over here. And so you just see this skeleton just clambering down off the coffin and then climbs up and over the sarcophagus to come after Shmebulok.
The bones spill out of the sarcophagus and reassemble.
Yeah, basically. And then this guard over here is going to do the same as it comes after Krunk. Krunk, you're on deck after this Skeleton Guard. So it's going to go ahead and stand up from prone, draw its scimitar, and then attack Krunk. All right, first strike. And that's going to be a total of 15 to hit, which looks like it is a hit on you, Krunk.
Yes.
Glimpse of Redemption.
All right, I'm going to trigger my reaction of Glimpse of Redemption.
And what's this do?
When an enemy damages your ally and both are within 15 feet of you, your foe hesitates under the weight of sin as visions of redemption play in their mind's eye. The foe must choose one of the following options. The ally is unharmed by the triggering damage, or the ally gains resistance to all damage against the triggering damage equal to 2 plus my level. After the damaging effect is applied, the enemy becomes enfeebled 2 for the end until the end of its next turn.
Ooh.
So, pick one. Now you get to make the choice, DM.
Yeah, I know.
Sin.
Let's see here. So you're physically weakened, enabling enfeebled always includes a value. When you are enfeebled, you take a status penalty equal to the condition value to strength-based rolls and DCs, including strength-based melee attacks and rolls, strength-based damage rolls, and athletics checks. Yeah, I think this skeleton would probably go with Glimpse of Redemption. Because you are a champion, I'm going to say that the skeleton falters and doesn't deal any damage from the attack because you shine bright like a diamond.
Shine on, you crazy diamond.
And the attack misses as the skeleton is momentarily shocked by Blank's Glimpse of Redemption. All
My
right.
blank look.
Crunk, you are up with Schmebulok on deck. What do, Crunk? What do?
I am going to. I don't like that dude. I don't like that dude going after my tiny little friend over there.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to cast Acid Splash at him.
Okay. Ooh, Acid Splash. What's the range on this? 30 feet?
30.
Okay. Yeah, you easily got that. And this is a cantrip. Alright, so you splash a glob of acid. Ooh, look at it go. Oh, but it misses by 4.
Oh. That's 2 actions for the spell.
Okay.
And I will turn back to the one in front of me,
Okay.
and I will trip him and attempt to lay him back down.
Oh, no. All right. Go for it.
Sleep.
Sleep. Oh, that's really funny. Okay, so reflex.
Wait, this counts as an attack, doesn't it? So I should map -4?
Yes, because it has the attack trait on it. So yeah, that's your key to know if you have to do the map or not.
Does not come up as an option under the athletics check.
Let's see here.
Just says roll +4.
Let me see what you got here. Yeah, because initially it's. All right. Yeah. What's your 2-hit for spells or for?
It basically just increased the enemy's DC by 4.
For athletics, I am a +4.
Yeah. If you click the.
Yeah, the athletics check should be at -5.
It's called Eternal Rest for a reason, damn it. Nice. If you click on the athletics check from the chat section, what does that give you?
It says modifier, ability, strength +1 on, trained, proficiency +3 off.
Okay.
The other 2 are grayed out.
Circumstance.
Modifier, circumstance +1, but it's all grayed out. And then it says keep higher, normal, keep lower, public roll +4.
Modifier. Let's see here. Try putting in -5 into the modifier, because this is a map. See what happens. Let's see what happens with that. And then hit the roll.
Nope,
Okay.
it's still.
All right, maybe next time we'll put that in the... I'm going to test this out with the -5 in the area as well and see what happens. Let's see what do I end up getting. No, it did it for me too. Well, anyways, it's a map, so it would have been -5. So that's just a failure at -7 against the results.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it still gave me the full bonus too.
Strange.
And that is all 3 of my actions.
Okay, Schmebulok, you're up with Severish on deck.
All right, so I'm gonna target that.
Oh, wait. I think I see what happened. You have to add it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Here we go.
Oh boy!
So it's you adding something there. Okay.
That time it did it. Yeah, sorry.
Ooh, 18
Yes.
base. +9 to hit. Or +9 over the hit results. Very good. So you definitely hit. Roll damage. 7 points of frosty damage. Very good.
And then I'm going to
Oh,
do
I
my
have
own.
bad news for you. Resistant to frost damage.
Yeah, it took. It had some cold DR, so you only did 2 points of damage, unfortunately.
We're doing real hot here. I'm gonna do shield on myself.
Okay. All right,
I don't know
so
if that's a thing that I have to do.
all right, so target yourself, and then
Oh, I did.
you raise a magical shield of force. This counts as that. Let's see here. How do we give you the shield spell? Because I've done this once before. Let's see here. Spells. Where are you hiding spells?
Shield block was added to bonus feats. I just added that to my bonus feats. So I should be able to do that. Does that do something?
No. Spellcasting. Why? Why does your thing say like every? Oh no, that's crafting. Oh, there we go. Okay.
I think this is what I'm looking for. Spell effect shield.
Yeah, I tried dragging that onto your character, and it gave me a warning for some reason. There we go.
It did it for me. I just did it right there.
All right, cool. All right, there you go.
Shimmery.
All right, so that is all 3 actions there. So, Severish, you are up at the top of round 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna let Cal do the dirty work again.
Okay. Oh, and flanking. So this should flank automatically. All right. Let's see what you do here.
Attack 1.
Yep, it gave you the flat-footed for flanking. So the AC dropped, and you got it with a successful hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Okay. 2+ for a total of 6 to the skeleton, dealing it 4 points of damage. And it's defeated. As you just totally obliterated it with your acid damage. You have 1 more action left, Servish. Okay, that's 3 actions. Blank, you're up with the skeletons on deck.
Let's see. I'm
Oh,
going to start out
lizard
by
bear.
demoralizing the skeleton in front of me.
Ooh, very good. Go ahead and give me that demoralize check. Oh, look at that shout go. Bah! Ooh, base 19. Excellent. Critical success for a +11. Awesome. You frightened it.
Oh, well, that's one taken out of the way then.
It is now frightened 2, which is excellent. And anyone who doesn't know what frightened does, you're gripped by fear and struggling to control your nerves. The frightened condition always includes a value, so for instance, this is 2. You take a status penalty equal to this value for all your checks and DCs, unless specified otherwise. At the start, or at the end of each of your turns, the value of your frightened condition decreases by 1. So this skeleton is now frightened for 2 rounds.
Does that also lower his AC?
More than likely, yes. It's going to do a whole bunch of things that are auto-calculated.
Does it have
Alright.
nerves?
In front of a holy champion of Sarenrae, or no, not Sarenrae. It's Pharasma.
Phasma.
Yeah. It is indeed.
I'm going to take a strike at it then.
All right, action number 2 to strike the frightened skeleton guard.
Let's put the fear of the light into him.
Oh
He's
yes,
shaking in his non-skin.
that is a successful hit with a 19 against the shaken and frightened skeleton. Roll damage, please. Ooh, mighty hit for 7 points of damage.
2 points of damage.
Well, let's see here. Yep, 2 more points of damage. And
You know what? That's it. Can I go over and demoralizing shot at the other guy too?
It would be 2. You would need 2 actions to be able to do that.
At the very least, I'm going to block him in, and potentially
Oh.
provide.
No, actually,
for-
where you were standing, you could, because it choose a creature within 30 feet of you, so you could turn and demoralize that one as well.
All right, just shouting at everything.
Hey, you undead! Quit fucking
Hey,
with my
you
friends!
kids! Get off my lawn!
All right, another shout at the skeleton. And that's going to be a total of 10. Unfortunately, that's a failure and does not frighten the skeleton. You are just too far away. All right.
He ain't got no ears.
That is Blank's turn. We go now to the frightened skeleton, who is going to just make a couple attacks at Blank here, standing right in front of him. All right. Swipe attack number 1 with the scimitar. Let's see. Actually, you know what? No, I can't. I don't think I can do that. I'll have to double check. But I'll check with Flame Loud later on. 3 attacks. Oh no! That is a critical hit for 24. You don't have your shield raised, unfortunately.
I do not.
All right, so that's going to be critical damage for 8 points.
Hell. I'm
And
gonna
they-
block that.
Crits flying all over the place tonight.
I'm gonna have to fix my shield a bit, but yeah, I'm gonna block that.
You can't.
Shield block?
You have to have your shield raised in order to react and shield block.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oof, that's a mighty hit there. And we go in for Scimitar Strike number 2. That's going to critically miss with a 14. And then the final attack.
With a minus 14.
Yeah, minus 14. And that is also going to critically miss with a minus 16. So one big heavy hit, and then the skeleton just follows up with a, oh no, I angered him.
2 whiffs.
Yep. And then we move on to the skeleton guard here being flanked by a whole bunch. And skeleton's actually going to go and just, since Schmebulok attacked, he's going to go ahead and make it a first strike against Schmebulok.
It hit you that first time, and it's like, oh, my arthritis.
First strike is going to be base 15, total of 21, which is a hit for a normal hit, getting past the AC of the shield. And then we go in for, looks like 7 points of damage.
So can I shield block anything here?
How does the shield
spell
work?
It works by blocking all damage that could ever happen to me.
While the spell is in effect, you can use the shield block reaction with your magic shield. The shield has a hardness 5. After you use the shield block, the spell ends and you can't cast it again for 10 minutes. So yes, you can do it. And we can do the block action there.
Block.
Okay.
It highlighted the block button. Then do I take the damage?
Yeah, let's see what happens. Go ahead and click damage. Okay.
There, look at that. It all works.
Okay, so now we need to remove the shield since you've used it.
I think I can just right click and evaporate it.
Yep, and it evaporates. Frustrated, the skeleton turns and targets Koth and goes in for a second attack since it's surrounded. 20, which is a hit, and goes in for any damage. Any kind of reactions there from Saravish or Koth?
Eric?
Said no.
Okay, so we're rolling some damage, and that's going to be 6 points of damage to Saravish. All right. And then it pivots one more time and goes and targets you directly, Saravish, and goes in for a third and final strike. And that's going to be a miss with a -9 against your AC. Almost a critical fail. All right, that's it for this skeleton's turn. And then the last skeleton is facing off against Krunk and is standing up normally and goes in for 3 strikes against Krunk.
2. Because wasn't he prone?
No, Krunk went
No.
for the trip but missed.
Oh.
All right, strike number 1 is going to be a base 8, total of 14, and misses by 1. Attack number 2 comes in and looks like that's a hit by +2 over the AC for any kind of reactions, Krunk?
No reactions.
Okay. And that's going to be
Hang
a total...
on, I'm going to use Glimpse of Redemption.
Oh, okay. So yes, we will
There's
avoid that damage then. And you've used your reaction for that turn. And once again, the skeleton is frightened by the Phrasma champion. And then one final attack against Krunk. Krunk, you are on deck, by the way, as this last attack comes in. And misses with a misses by 4. And that is the end of my skeleton's turns. Krunk, you are up! Followed by Schmebulok on deck.
See, some people are in some not so happy shape. So I will desperately try to trip him again.
Okay.
He said, "Stay down."
Alright, so go ahead and click the athletics check from the chat bar. There you go. And that's going to succeed. And the skeleton falls prone. And apparently takes 1d6 points of bludgeoning damage as well. Oh no, that's on a critical success. Never mind.
Yeah, that's on a crit.
Okay.
But now that he's prone, I'm going to climb on top of him and start pummeling him mercilessly.
Pummel away mercilessly.
Sleep.
Sleep.
Sleep, gonna sleep, gonna sleep, gonna sleep,
Now,
gonna sleep, gonna sleep.
since he's prone, I get advantage?
No,
Yeah.
he's flat-footed, so it's going to be an AC penalty to him. So go ahead and just roll your...
But it's still map -5.
Yeah. Ooh, unfortunately, that's a miss by -6. You have one more
Sleep.
action, Krunk.
Go to sleep. Yeah, you know what? I'll make the third one at -8 because I'm desperate.
Okay.
Sleep.
And that hits! Thankfully, because the skeleton is flat-footed, you just hit with your roll. Go ahead and roll damage. And that's going to be 3 points of damage to the skeleton. And the skeleton takes 3 points of damage from your bludgeoning pummel attack on it. All right, Krunk, that's your turn. Schmebulok, you're up. Saravish on deck for round 3.
All right, I'm just gonna start bonking him and see how that goes.
Go for the bonking.
Bonk.
That's a big old bonk and
So
hits.
far, so good.
Roll damage. 3 points of bonk damage. Very good. And the skeleton is bonked out. You have 2
real?
actions left. Yes.
For real?
For real.
Line of sight for either of these skeletons seems kind of obscured. Would you agree?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Okay. And for movement, let's see. Yeah, I can go over there. Use a movement thingy to go over there. Oh shoot! I don't think I have any Healy type stuff to help you out there.
Yeah. I can heal myself in my next turn.
I'm gonna throw a force bolt at this one over here.
Alright, give me a second here. I gotta look for... Because it's gonna get, like, partial cover or something.
Isn't it concealment? Because it's obscured line of sight?
No, because concealment comes from being in the dark. It would be like half cover or something to that effect. Let me see something real quick here.
What does it matter if a fire spell that automatically hits it?
Oh no, if you're using magic missile, then yeah, no.
No, I'm gonna use force bolt. Same difference.
Oh, then yeah, go ahead and do your thing.
He used a magic missile for me.
Apparently, I did it.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
just roll damage.
Oh, yep, there you go.
There you go. 2 damage.
2 points of force damage. And the skeleton falls as it just explodes in a spray of shrapnel-y skeleton fragments. Very nice. And that is 3 actions. Servish, you are up at the top of round 3. 1 skeleton left remaining.
Oh, let's see. Kyle able to get in there?
Yeah, more than likely if you, like, kind of wiggled through and past. I think it would just be an extra 5 feet of movement to walk past someone.
I'm only little.
Well, I think you can move freely through people, through medium creatures, but I don't think medium creatures can move freely through you. Just parks his token on top of Schmebulok.
There's been a lot of that going on tonight.
I think I was just reading this. Wouldn't it be Hoth would have to make an acrobatics check to get through Schmebulok or something like that?
If it was moving through a hostile, I would say so. I'll double check, but for the sake of expediency, we'll just say extra 5 feet of movement.
Okay. Oh, I just do what I think I did.
Someone disconnect?
Yep.
What do you got, Servish?
They might be having net troubles.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I think this will work. I'm going to do act together.
Mm-hmm.
Give me 1 action and off a 2-point action.
Okay.
I going to that'll work.
Ooh. A heal. Okay.
You can move through the space of a willing creature. If you want to move through the creature space, you have to tumble through. So that's the rule for moving past allies. So apparently there's not even a penalty for moving past an ally.
That's what I figured. Okay, so Cerevish, you're doing the heal spell?
Yeah, I just healed for 5, so I'm
Okay.
up to 14 now.
Who are you healing?
Me.
Okay. All right, so that was your 2 actions or 1 action?
1 action.
All right, and what's Koth doing?
Well, Koth can't make it through there then.
He can. It's a free action. He can move freely through allies.
Oh, okay. Good, great. Oh, he's going to...
Well, as long as Schmebulok is willing to be teabagged by a giant crab bear.
Lizard bear.
Ooh, I guess.
Oh no, his Eidolon is actually.
Ooh, +1 circumstance bonus. All right. Go ahead and
Can't-
smash it.
Get him in there. There we go.
That's 20.
So, yeah.
Okay. Unfortunately, let's see here. That's a +1 circumstance bonus, right? Did you get that bonus in there?
I did not get the bonus.
Okay, so that would be a 14. And the guard is prone, so that should be a 14 as well, I believe. Yeah, for some reason. Did you have a different skeleton targeted?
Oh, yes, I do. Sorry.
Okay, that's fine. With the circumstance bonus and the flat-footed, that is an exact hit. So go ahead and roll damage.
It likely won't let him. Will it? Oh well.
All right, and that's
Ba-boom.
5 points of acid damage as the Eidolon comes in and just crashes through and just BAM! Slams down on the skeleton, ending combat. You all have successfully ended this terror of undeath.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! Good job, guys. Go ahead and award yourselves 100 XP for that encounter.
All right, only 70 more experience points to level. Oh,
Oh no.
oh.
You said 100?
Yes, 100.
Something changed.
Yeah, the music changed. All right. You now have a whole bunch of open and destroyed coffins and the inhabitants within. All that's left now is the coffin, or the sarcophagus.
Well, I mean,
What do you do?
Open it.
All right, who's opening
I
it?
think I'm gonna treat.
I am. Okay, let him treat his wounds. Then I'm gonna open it.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
sorry, Mike. I used my healing spell last session to heal Koth.
Oh, that's all right.
You healed we.
yeah, you can do your lay on hands there, Mike, with blank. You can lay on hands yourself, and then you can take a 10-minute rest to get your focus spell back while Schmebulok investigates the sarcophagus.
I believe I will do that.
All right. Go ahead and target yourself and do your good old gentle touch of the champion. Ooh, spell effect. Lay on hands.
There were no hands in that animation. I'm disappointed.
Target self and hit that heal button at the end.
Okay, heal.
There you go. All right. So, Schmebulok, you go
Yeah.
to open up the sarcophagus tomb, right? Or the
Yeah.
cover?
I'll help him out.
Okay. With Krunk's assistance, you both are easily able to push the side and the lid of the sarcophagus open. And as you push the lid open, it makes the weirdest noise and you hear this grinding, graveling noise of, oh, next week. Oh, we'll see you guys next week as they find out what they fought so hardly for inside of this sarcophagus.
It's just a bunch of bones.
So many bones. Thank you guys for joining us. This has been a fun couple of encounters, avoiding the giant spider in the webs, getting down the side of the 10-foot drop, and fighting a bunch of skeletons. Oh boy! So
There were some good decisions, some bad decisions, some great rolls, some really not so great rolls.
true, very true. This was a bit of a long one.
Cried, we almost died.
Yeah, this was a bit of a long episode. I wanted to make sure that Mike's character Blank got in with the rest of the group, and just things went the way they did. I don't really like to end in the middle of combat, so I figured let's finish this up and end where we are. So, thanks so much everyone for joining me. I know it's kind of late for everyone, but Flame Loud, Hair Doctor, who else did we have in chat? Kaizen-san. That was cool of him to stop by. It was Candy Holic as well. Thank you all so much for joining us in our second session of adventuring in Pathfinder's Beginner Box. And if anyone's watching this as a video on demand later on, and you've gotten all the way to the end of a 2-hour session, thank you so much as well. You're amazing. And this is Andrew and the crew here for the D&D CR Exposed YouTube channel, trying out the Beginner Box for Pathfinder 2nd Edition. Wishing you all well, and thanking you so much. I hope you all have a great night, great day, or wherever you are in the world. And we will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Next time, everybody.
Later.
Bye.